Hi, I'm Sheila Unwin, and I'm participating in a class called Designing a New Learning Environment. As part of this class, I'm reviewing a journal article. The tools that I utilized with this project are as follows: Paper, which is a drawing tool for the iPad, Audacity for the audio edits, PowerPoint for my slides, iMovie to put it all together, and YouTube to host it. The article I selected to review was a comparative analysis of a game-based mobile learning model in low socioeconomic communities in India by Paul Kim, Elizabeth Buckner, Haekyeon Kim, Tamas Makany, Neha Taleja, and Vallabhi Parikh. And I'm sorry if I mispronounced any of the author's name, not my intention. The article was in the Journal of Educational Development. Times have changed from when you had to be in a stationary location to do any type of computing. Now many people have powerful computers in their back pockets. Our mobile devices take less electricity and require less infrastructure. This article discusses how mobile devices in the hands of children who wouldn't normally have access and how they responded when they were given a device. The study set up different communities throughout India and placed students in a variety of different types of groupings. The children were not given any instructions on what to do, but were asked if they could help the researchers figure out the devices. They were told they were not allowed to ask any questions of the adults. The researchers were looking at three major questions. Number one, can children in developing regions who may have little or no technology exposure adopt and teach themselves mobile learning technology without specific intervention from adults? Number two, what process do children go through in figuring out and solving problems presented by mobile devices? Number three, what factors contribute to and accelerate children's ability to learn technology? Many schools are striving to supply a one-to-one computer-to-child initiative. However, more choices are available today than just supplying computers. There are many mobile devices on the market, and these are usually available at a much lower cost than supplying a computer. There have been many debates over the past few years about gamification and its effectiveness in education. Gaming actually takes critical thinking and understanding if one is to be truly successful in the game. Two of the best quotes from the article relating to this subject are, many researchers have agreed that exploring technology, playing games, and learning educational content can take place at the same time. The other quote, technology can stimulate students intellectually, incite their creativity, and challenge them to apply developmentally appropriate inquiry approaches that enhance learning experiences. I found several interesting things throughout this article. The first being, problem-based learning works well to help children learn critical thinking skills, but our own schools aren't using it often enough in the classroom. Many teachers are still playing the role of sage on the stage rather than allowing the students to investigate, explore, and apply their knowledge. Another key thing I found was the grouping of students. The children were set up in a 1-to-1, 3-to-1, and 7-to-1 group. This meant that there was either 1-to-1 computer-to-child ratio, 3-to-1, 3 children, 1 computer, or 7 children, 1 computer. The 3-to-1 group solved more problems in the allotted time than the other groups. For whatever reason, in my own mind, I would have thought that the 1-to-1 ratio would have been the best. But it does make sense that the 3-to-1 worked more problems as collaboration works off of the strengths of all in the group. The key was to let the students explore. The students progressed through various stages of conceptual understanding to solve the problem and figure out the devices themselves. Keeping in mind not to simply solve the problem, but the entire exploration of the device features and what actions were allowable. Another interesting aspect was the gender groups. Boy-only groups solved more than girl-only groups, but mixed groups solved the most. Again, working off the strengths of those in the group, the researchers did say they did need to look into this a little bit more. So what does this mean to me? How can I utilize these findings in my own classroom if I'm teaching teachers how to teach? Number one, we need to emphasize small group, problem-based learning assignments that encourage and require exploration of a solution. Two, we need to not be afraid to let our students teach us from time to time. Number three, society is moving towards mobile devices, and educators should embrace them as they are not going to go away anytime soon.